to bring in two folks, federal, FBI, and also ATF, who I think can widen out this discussion here. We have FBI Chicago Acting Assistant Special Agent in Charge, John Daughtry. Wave your hand. Thank you. And ATF Group Supervisor, Special Agent Joseph Gallagher. Thank you both so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
I really appreciate it. We heard that FBI Director Kash Patel was headed to our area. He tweeted out this morning that he was coming to make our area safe. Take me back to the weekend and kind of how we got to the FBI Director coming to this area. You all are asking for help with what from the weekend?
We are asking for the public's help. Joe and I work together frequently on the south side of Chicago. We're both involved in the violent crime mission, and so the public is a great source of resource in those investigations, and we are calling on the public's help for incidents that happened Saturday. Most notably, we're interested in the public's assistance in two incidents on Saturday. The first one occurred at approximately 10:30 in the area of 3900 South Kedzie, where a Department of Homeland Security vehicle was rammed during the course of their lawful duties. There was up to 10 vehicles allegedly involved in surveilling and following that vehicle. So we're looking for any and all information that the public might have in the situation that led up to the ramming, as well as any other information they have on the people that were responsible for overseeing and organizing that event. The second event that we're interested in the public's support on occurred approximately an hour and a half later, around noon, at 3700 South Kedzie, where a single vehicle rammed another Homeland Security vehicle. They pushed that vehicle for approximately a block. It was a very violent encounter, and the FBI and the ATF are offering a $50,000 reward for any and all information that might lead to additional arrest on subjects involved, as well as those that helped organize the incident.
When you speak of additional arrest, we do know that two people were arrested and charged. What types of crimes could those involved be charged with?
Yeah, that's a very good question. The main violation that we are interested in, that we work very diligently on, is assault on federal officer cases. Anytime an officer is assaulted in commission of their official duties, whether a vehicle is rammed, whether they are physically assaulted, that is a federal crime. And we take that extremely seriously. And the ATF, the FBI, as well as our federal partners and the United States Attorney's Office will diligently prosecute those that commit those acts.
You know, there's so much conversation about the breakdown when it comes to law enforcement, local and federal. I hear time and time again when I am speaking with law enforcement officers, though, that the ATF, they work with the ATF on a regular basis. Joseph, can you kind of talk about how that ongoing relationship, what is the impact of that? What are you all doing on a regular basis?
So I'm just one of several group supervisors inside the city of Chicago. My group prioritizes Cook County outside the city of Chicago. We have a task force that includes 7 local police departments. We're trying to add more all the time. And we target gun crime, gun trafficking, violent individuals. But the supervisors that are in Chicago partner with the Chicago Police Department. We have many Chicago TFOs, and they're out daily in the neighborhoods, buying guns, buying drugs, going after violent criminals, groups and gangs, trying to stop the flow of illegal firearms coming into the city of Chicago. That's ATF's priority mission, is violent crime.
So let me ask you this, and I know I'm reading the FBI director's tweet this morning. It says Chicago will be saved, and this FBI will continue to crush violent crime there and all around the country. If you all are doing ongoing work, what more needs to be done?
We are working so hard. I can tell you that over the weekend on these incidents, everyone on my team was putting in about 30 to 40 hours of just constant work on these cases. But this is a cool opportunity to be able to speak with you. With Joe, we're friends and we're partners, and we do all our cases jointly. It is a total team effort. I grew up in Chicago. I love this place. I care about the people here, and Joe does as well. We work really hard with all our state, local, and federal partners to bring the violent criminals to justice that are engaging in super violent activity. There's things we're doing now. Both Joe Squad and my group respond to violent crime incidents and do reactive work, but we also do long-term investigations. Through our partners, we identify the people that are driving the violence and then try to work using either federal, state, or local law enforcement tools, techniques that we can use to go after the organizations responsible for driving violent crime.
There are people who feel like what took place, for instance, over the weekend was a reaction to seeing an overreach. Can you talk about where we are in terms of the fine lines, what CPD can and cannot do versus agents who may be on the scene, and how you all operate jointly, but also very differently?
Yeah. I can't speak for another department, but I will say that I work closely with the Chicago Police Department on a daily basis. The officers that I have the opportunity and pleasure to work with are some of the hardest working, most dedicated people that I know.
I would have to agree. Even not just local or CPD, it would also be all the local suburb PDs that work with us, Cook County, State Police. We have a really good relationship with all the local agencies here and other federal agencies.
So yeah, and just one thing I would add is a lot of the officers and agents that are involved in Chicago law enforcement grew up here. We care about this place and we get along very well. I've been in many different places around the country where that's not as a cohesive of a group. So we are extremely fortunate to have such a tightly knit unit of law enforcement at the federal, state, and local level that work together seamlessly.
You get along well, but what was your reaction to what did happen over the weekend?
Yeah, I wouldn't have a comment on that. I would just say that we worked throughout the weekend. I was here till midnight on Saturday. I came back in at 5:30 on Sunday because the FBI and the ATF are extremely committed to identifying all the people that were involved in those two incidents, as well as several other assault on federal officer cases that occurred over the last several weeks.
Okay, so for people who may have seen anything or may have been out there at the time, again, just address what you're asking them to do.
If they have videos, if they have Facebook, any social media, anything from screenshots or anything like that, or they can identify groups that are organizing this, groups that are actively pushing for this stuff to happen. If they know a neighbor that did it, they can call us through the ATF or the FBI tip line. FBI's got an email address that they can send stuff to. If they have videos to upload, there's another address that we can share with you where they can upload those videos. And the idea would be to get the help from the public. They don't have to give their name. They can remain anonymous. There is a $50,000 reward for Saturday's events, which they have the ability to try to get if they actually have any information that helps us get to an arrest. The phone number for the FBI tip line is 1-800-CALL-FBI. The email address for just regular tips is tips.fbi.gov. And then specifically for videos relating to Saturday's events, it's fbi.gov/Chicago AFO is the email address you would send it to.
And how do you all sift through that to come to the conclusions you need to?
Yeah,
hundreds and hundreds of people working multiple thousands of man hours to sift through everything that we have.
Yeah, down the road from us right here, there are 30 agents and analysts that are sitting ready to immediately respond to any and all information the public can provide us.
Okay. Have you already gotten any tips?
We have received some, but we're looking for a lot more. So any and all tips will be diligently responded to, and we are extremely appreciative of any information we've received.
Well, I am extremely appreciative of your time. I know you gentlemen are busy, and we know that you all have a lot to do today. Again, FBI Chicago Acting Assistant Special Agent in Charge, John Daughtry, and ATF Group Supervisor Special Agent Joseph Gallagher. I appreciate you both.